What's going on, guys? It's your boy Dave Reno. I'm back again with another episode of Smash Your Packs. So today we're going to do a little bit different approach to the video. There's another card show at the local mall here. Instead of just like vlogging the whole thing here, we're going to do a little challenge. I'm going to do a $100 challenge. So this is for maybe like the kids that, you know, don't really have like a lot of money to bring down to a card show and see what they could buy, or maybe if you're just beginning. So we're gonna head down to the card show. We're going to take $100 out and we're gonna see what can we find in a value bin. Spend $100 challenge, and then when we get back, we're gonna figure out if we can turn the profit, if we can turn a 20% profit. Let's see if we can turn $100 into 120. That would be a good profit margin. It's pretty average, but let's see if we can do something with $100 and at least turn it into 120, maybe 150 at the max. All right, guys, so here we are. So we're back at the Great Northern Mall. There's a card show going on here. I will put the name of the organization that's putting on the show and the link in the description below. I'll also look up the name when I go inside here. But with $100 here, with this challenge, we're gonna have to be a lot more selective. So that means normally when you would come in here and you would have a certain amount of money that you're gonna spend, more than $100, you know, you can take a couple more chances. You can throw this card in, you can throw that card in, you can bundle things together to get a better deal. Here we're gonna have to be very selective, and we're gonna have to shorten the list. So let's see if we can find some names that are undervalued going into the NFL season. You know, try to stay below in the $10 to $15 range. That would give us like 6-7 cards that we could put together, and maybe we could put them on Whatnot and we can sell them for a 20% profit. So let's get inside and see what we can find. A couple names that I can see right away, like Caleb Williams for sure, Jamar Chase. There was a Bo Nix there, laser, that I'm probably gonna take a look at. So actually they're about to close, it's about to shut this down, but I think I could probably find some deals. Might actually be to my advantage that they're shutting down. That Baker, I wonder if that's numbered. Good, bro. How you doing? Alright, honestly, I'm looking at these three right here. This Jaden Daniels, Stargazing. I'm gonna look at the comp on that. I don't think that's gonna be very expensive. Then this Bo Nix right here, this laser color match, and then this Jetta's right here, the Optic Holo. Man, that card, I don't think it's a 10. It looks a little off center, but that card in a 10 goes for a lot of money. All right, we just did this deal right here. Do you guys have like an Instagram or something you want to shout out?
We got Gems and Jewels.
Gems and Jewels.
Gems and Jewels. I'll pull it up for you guys.
All right, so this is the deal that we just did for 60. This Jetta's Holo, the Bo Nix, orange laser, and then if you watched one of our videos before, we actually, this is the guy right here. It is Jamal Williams. We put in the cut of him doing the reporter with the guy that was talking about Pokemon cards. So I'm gonna give that to Bennett. He'll love that card.
Gems,
what's your Instagram name?
Gems and Jewels.
Gems and Jewels. Let me see if I can get in here. Gems and Jewels. All right. So, we just made that deal. So this actually we might actually be able to do this if I can find something for 40 at this table. I'm really looking at that Hulk Hogan to see if that guy would do the Hulk Hogan, and if I could get a better value on something else too, then we might be able to complete this challenge. It's crazy. I didn't think I was even going to be able to do it because they were closing, and now I'm going to do it in record timing here. We completed the challenge. I got a pocket full of cards. Did pretty good. I might have made a mistake at the end with this Myles Garrett, but I stayed true to Cleveland and went with the Myles Garrett patch card instead of the Mark Andrews. It was like a sparkle, blue sparkle or something like that. But I mean, it's basically just a throw in at the end, and if I'm gonna throw something in at the end, it's definitely not gonna be a Ravens card, that's for sure.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
That's for sure. So we're gonna get back to the house here, and then I'll kind of just flip through the stuff that I think I found and what we paid for, and then what we think we can get for it. So we'll see when we get back. Look, so the biggest card that I might have got was this Tom Brady card. Now I don't know if there's different variations of it, but I quickly looked at it and looked at a comp, and I could have sworn that copy of this card just sold like a couple days ago for $75 or $80, and I'll put the if it's right, it's right, and if it's not, then you know I'm still new at this. But it definitely was a Topps Chrome, and it definitely was a 2004 Tom Brady. It was called the weekly wrap-up. So right now, that is probably like the biggest pickup. But I do think I picked up like some pretty solid things, like the Bo Nix orange laser. You know, like if that grades out, that could have potential. And also too, like the J Jetta's Holo optic. So really, I'm just kind of going off of what I know so far, and I know to look at Tom Brady anytime you see him, especially like chrome or any type of refractor. Like pretty much we're talking about the Michael Jordan of our time. So let's get back to the house and see what we found, and I'll look up some more comps, and then we'll kind of get a net value. Okay, so these are the pickups. It was the $100 challenge. We ended up getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cards exactly. So $10 a piece. We'll see if these average out to be about $10 a piece. I think that is how you have to look at this. I didn't have a whole lot of time. Like I showed up at 4:30, and the show I think was ending at 6. Most everybody was packing up. There was like 4 or 5 guys with tables that were still selling stuff. So this is what I found. Now, this is the Brady that I was just talking about. I'm going to look up the comp again. All right, so big wah on that card. So I looked it up, and it's actually the refractor that sells for $75 to $80. So that's actually like more like a $2 card.
Please, so. No!
We're going to have to lean on the other portion of that deal to try to make any money on that. But I counted it out as basically like $5 to $7 a card. And, you know, like maybe we can get the Brady graded and try to make our money back. But definitely not the refractor. Okay, this is a Bo Nix that I put in the deal with the Justin Jefferson. It's a Holo optic. You would consider that a color match, to be honest. Then this was also part of that deal. So J Jetta's Optic Holo, the comps for $30, $40. And then this was part of that same deal. So this is Jamal Williams. This is the card I'm going to give to Bennett. Go back and I'll put the video. I don't know exactly what video it is. I'll have to find it. But there is a short. So if you go to our page, and you can actually see the short that we set up, where it's the highlighted press conference where Jamal Williams is getting interviewed, and the guy starts asking about Pokemon cards, and Bennett called me out in the car one day about me calling them Pokemon when they're Pokemon, and he goes, "Oh well, I don't know what kind of cards you got. They probably stink." So I'm gonna give that to Bennett. That's just like that's what the hobby is all about. That card right there. This was the other part of this deal with the Brady. So this is the Brady, and then threw this in for 5 or 10, however you want to look at it. he basically said he was doing 35 on this, which I was good on. 35 for that Brady, the Myles Garrett, this Adonai Mitchell, I think that's how you pronounce it. I valued that around $2. I valued this around $10. And then a Caleb, I valued around $2. I think he valued it a little bit more than that. And I valued this. All right, man, I'm trying to give you this card.
What card?
So this is my gift to you. It's your back to school gift. So this is Jamal Williams. Do you know who this is?
Not at all.
Okay, remember that video where we were in the car and you were like, Pokemon? And then I cut to that one scene where he's getting interviewed and he's like, Pokemon. He's like, they must suck.
Yeah?
That's him.
Oh, thank you. Love you. Thanks for the card.
Do you know who I'm talking about?
Yeah.
All right, so let's say with this deal here, this was 10, 2, 4, 24, 26, 28. He was calling it 35, so I guess with the Brady, like, that would make up for it. And then I paid 40 for all this, so I mean, that one was a little tighter of a deal, but I think like what comes down to the end of it is, was that comp accurate? Like, was it a numbered card or something like that? Like, if it's the same card and the comp's for 80, then I mean, really, with the $100 challenge, we probably did pretty good. So make sure you subscribe, like the video, and follow us on Instagram. And we'll see you on the next time.
Pizza.
And make mini pizzas.
Whoa!